Just wanted to show you guys how I start to roll a coat. This is a dematting tool which actually works great for raking out undercoat. There's two sides to it. One side is a coarse side and the other side is a fine side. So the coarser side with the bigger blade you would start out with. Once you can't get any more hair out with that, you flip it over and use the finer side, which is not as spaced out. You could see all the undercoat I'm getting. Now, at this point, I'm starting to work the coat probably every 1 to 2 weeks in order to start the layering process and rolling it. This coat was stripped down bald to skin probably about 2 months ago. So now what we want to do is, after we rake out the coat, I will show you how I start pulling coat, top coat, to create layers, which will take probably about 6 months before we get a nice layered jacket. Look at how much undercoat I'm getting. So see, I switched over to the finer side here just to get more out. Here I'm combing up the coat just to see what is really sticking out. I'm using the Greyhound stripping stone, and I am using a very light hand, and I'm just pulling out the longest hairs that I see. I'll get a closer look. For me, I always start from the tail and move my way up the back, up the neck. And then after that, I will do the front and the upper arm, and then each side, and then the rear thighs. So here I will position the camera where you can really see what I'm doing. So I'm pulling up the hair, and I am just pulling out long pieces. I'm using a very light hand so that you're not pulling too much. I used to make this mistake all the time. I would pull so much and then I would make holes in the coat. And you just keep going round and pull, pull, pull. And I will take the comb and then brush it down so that I could see how nice and flat it's laying. And where I may see longer pieces that I missed and I need to take out long hairs along the way. And now I'm brushing the next section up. Once you get the hang of rolling a coat, it's really quite simple to keep up with it, as long as you have the time. Sometimes with me, with the amount of dogs I have, it does get away from me. But if I know I'm doing shows, I really keep up with it. I hope you can see the longer hairs that kind of stick up. They look, kind of wild. And then once you comb it down and it lays nice, you know you've done a good job in that area. And then, like I said, you move your way up. Now near the transitional area where the neck goes into the shoulders, You just want to make sure you don't make that too short because you want it to lay nice and flat. And here you could see that we are creating some layers already. It's still mostly one length, but we'll get there. Like I said, it takes about 6 months.